Hi everyone, it's author Maria Dismondy, and I'm off location, right? On location, off location. We are on vacation is what I'm trying to say. And I am here to talk to you. This month we are discussing friendship. So I am an author. I am a parent of 3 children. Sorry, the lighting is always kind of funky. I'm a mother of 3 children, and I'm a children's book author. And so if you are joining us right now, this is Empowering Kids with Character. The show usually comes to you on Thursdays, but I forgot because I'm on vacation. But here we are on Friday. It's a 3 to 5 minute video on a really quick tip on how you can help your children bring in positive character into their lives, into who they are. So this month, April, we are talking about friendship, and this is our first video on friendship. And, you know, my new book, The Fruit Salad Friend, really does talk about the perfect recipe for a friend. And you know what? That's going to look different for all individuals. So what I value in a friendship might be different than someone else values in a friendship. So it's really important first to talk with your kids about what they think makes a good friend. And if they believe that a good friend is someone who tells the truth, who is kind, and someone who is a lot of fun, then that is how they should behave, right? So what we value in friends is how we should behave as a friend. So it kind of is like a flip-flop. So again, what you value, hi Tara, what you value in a friendship is what your children should also exude in how they're becoming a friend. So this is called the 5-finger challenge, and as a teacher, I used to use this in my first grade classroom, but I honestly think that we should go with a 3-finger challenge because it's a little bit easier for young children to remember. So sit down with your child and talk about what do they think makes a good friend. And again, what makes a good friend for me might be different for Tara, for example, who is watching. So ask your child, what are the 3 most important things that they think makes a good friend? And that's what you do, is you help them to remember them on their fingers. It's the 3-finger challenge. And when they're away from you and they're having difficulties at school with friendships, have them pull out their 3 fingers and remind themselves what makes a good friend. And I must like coffee. I like that. Hey, I'm your friend then because I love coffee. So when your child is away from you and let's say they're at school and they're having difficulties, they can pull out their 3 fingers and say, okay, is this friend being honest with me? Is this friend being kind? And is this friend having fun with me? And if that friend isn't participating in being a good friend, then your child should really consider who they are playing and spending their time with. And they can have a conversation with that person or they can play with someone else. But it also goes to, is your child being a good friend as well? So what's the 3-finger challenge? How should we be a friend? So we are on vacation right now and our kids have been arguing. Our 3 children, the siblings, they are all sleeping in one room, and it's kind of brutal at night. They are not being very kind to each other. So you can pull out those 3 fingers and say, are you being a good friend? And if you're not, you want to see what you can do to fix that. So again, if you're just tuning in, this is called the 5-finger friendship challenge. And it's basically what could you do better as a friend and what do you value in a friendship? So have your child, depending on what age they are, if you have a toddler, you could honestly have maybe like a 3-year-old and say, what's the one thing you can do to be a good friend? It can be a 1-finger challenge. Let's say a preschooler would be good for a 3-finger challenge, same with kindergarten. And I would say grades 1 through 5, you can talk about the 5-finger challenge. What are the 5 things that make a good friend? So if you're just tuning in, remember, it's really important for your child to think about what makes a good friend and are they behaving in that way? So it goes both ways. It's like, what is something like a teeter-totter has 2 ends, and a teeter-totter goes both ways. So remind them that this goes both ways. If you're just tuning in, thank you. My name is Maria Dismondy, and this is Empowering Kids with Character, the show. And each week I come to you here live with just simple tips. Super quick. My videos should not be longer than 3 to 5 minutes. This month we're talking about friendship. Last month we talked about empathy, and you can always go back and watch the videos, or you can read if you're more of a reader. They are transcribed on my blog at mariadismondy.com. In February, we talked about love, and in January, we talked about goal setting with children. So they're really quick tips on how you can bring character into the home. So no one's talking right now, and so I better go and make sure that my children are following the Good Friend Challenge, right? They're being good friends to each other. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.